I come from a similar background. So my first wife was from Chile. Um, we'll
Chileans
get
are
into the
pretty cool.
divorce discussion later. But then my second wife is from Colombia. And so I've been Spanish speaking my entire life. I'm very, very fluent in Spanish. I have a lot of Latin friends, particularly because of my wife. We go Latin dancing all the time. We go to a lot of Latin
Sweet.
parties and quinceañeras and dances and everything like that. I'm a great salsa and merengue
Perfect.
and bachata dancer. I love getting out there. I think it's kind of mixed in with my country dancing a little bit. Um, but I helped both my ex-wife and my current wife go through the legal process of coming across. I brought my first wife across as a fiance. We were married for 11 years, and then my current wife came across as a with asylum from Colombia. She worked for a politician down in Colombia. When she was
No
really
kidding.
really young, she was just like a little secretary. She was a nobody, but she worked for this politician. And the cartel down there assassinated the politician and was threatening the lives of everybody within the campaign.
Wow.
And so she got out of town and came up to the United States and got a education visa and went to school. She started school and down in Florida and became a teacher. And now she's an elementary school teacher up here. But and she's that whole entire time she only had a little green card. But she had that legal work visa and green card. And then now that we got married, now we're working on her citizenship. And she's got the entire process done now. And all she's doing is waiting for her interview to come up. And we have no idea how far out they are on the interviews. But once she does the interview, then she does the swearing in and she's done. So there's a lot of people out there who can say, well, you're biased. You just want to kick everybody else out. And you're not being
No.
humble about it. You're not being righteous about it. You're not being Christian about it. And there's racism involved. And I'm like, there's no racism involved either. My kids are half Chilean and half Colombian and half American. And so, and like I said, I'm fluent in Spanish. I have a lot of Latin friends, and most of my Latin friends have come up legally. I've worked my first 10 years of my career in the construction industry. I knew a lot of illegals that were up here and just came up here to work. And I know they're very, very good people, probably the hardest workers ever. I always appreciated them coming up and working on it because a lot of times they'd work harder, better than the North Americans. But I appreciate those that want to come up here and work and not want to leech off of society. They want to come up here and all they want is Medicaid. They want food stamps. They want their cell phone. They want WIC.
You know, in the last few years, there's a lady at a restaurant who's been going through the process for years. And when all of a sudden the news is showing that you can come through and you are given, here's some money, here's a place to live, here's a cell phone, and here's health care. And she's like, I've been going through this process for years. She goes, where's my cell phone? Where's my money?
I told my
and
wife.
It breaks my heart because she works so hard and sends money back to her family. She's willing to work 3 jobs. To me, she's one of those can't sit still, can't not work. I know somebody else like that.
Yeah,
But
I'm a lot like
she's just such a hard worker, and she's older than I am. And I wonder, will it ever happen for her now with what we had going? And so now there's hope. And I tell her, you know, give it time. Now that things have changed, let's see if those who were trying to go through the process the right way can get some progress.